All right, so I want you to look behind me. This is my car dealership where I sell cars that are $5,000 and under. And here's the thing, this amount of cars is about the most that you'll ever see me have here on this channel. So we're loading up for tax time right now. And throughout this video, I'm going to tell you about what we're going through. And I'm actually going to show you some of the inventory, show you what I paid for it, and show you, I mean, you can do some simple math. You can figure out what I'm trying to make on each and every one of these cars during the busiest time of our year, which is spring selling season, or otherwise known as tax time. And so here's the thing, it actually just started today, we think, because it's lunchtime right now. We are working on our 5th sale, small car dealership. We got quite a few cars out here, but we're still just this little gravel lot, right? Small mom and pop shop, little family owned business is what we have, but we're already selling 5 cars before lunchtime gets finished. And what typically happens is it'll hit us all at once, and we'll go through and we'll sell. We just sold 5. We'll probably sell another 4 or 5, maybe 6 cars today. And then tomorrow it'll be off to the races, because a lot of people who have actually got their tax refund checks, not checks, that actually direct deposited into their account, they're just finding out today. So they'll do their research tonight. They'll find that we have $4,000 cars, $3,000 cars, $3,500 cars online tonight, and tomorrow it will be absolutely crazy. So we might do 10 cars today. We'll do double digits on the first day that people figure out that they have money. But there's also going to be that crowd of people who don't check their accounts until later tonight, and then figure out that that direct deposit was put into their accounts today. So usually the first day we get that big pop from people that have been hawking on their accounts and knowing that they're getting that money and know where they're going to spend it. A lot of these customers that have come in today, they've actually bought a car from us before. And we'll see a lot of that every single year. They'll come back and be repeats or referral customers. So they knew where they were going to buy a car. They knew that the money hit. Those are the 2 things that's hitting us today. Tomorrow will be the people that didn't know their money was hitting today, and they weren't sure today where they knew they were going to buy a car, but not sure where they're going to buy it and how much they were going to spend. But they'll figure that out tonight. So tomorrow will be the craziest day that we'll actually experience, and that's what we're gearing up for right now. We have to put out cones. I need to specify exactly where people need to park, because people will just park in the middle of our driveway. We'll get so busy, we'll run out of parking spots. So I have to literally have one person. It's usually me. I'm the one doing a lot of the grunt work. Even though I own the business, they don't want me touching the paperwork. We have my sister is our title clerk and also does a lot of our sales. She can get a customer in and out in 15 minutes. If I did the paperwork, it'd take me an hour and 15 minutes. So she's great at it. They don't want me touching that stuff. So I'll run tags. I'll put temporary tags on. I'll pull cars up. I'll tell people where they need to park. That's really my role, but we have to have that role in place because we get so busy that people don't even know where to park on my car dealership. So even though we have stocked up quite a bit over the last little bit, we still have cars that have been coming into the system and that we have still been buying. I've got all these cars right here that we're either working on or we need like drive cycles. A drive cycle just means that we have to drive a certain amount of miles to actually get it inspected. And then let me point you up over here. See all those cars down there? You can kind of zoom in. Those are also ours that we are getting ready. We'll have more cars to clean up next week. But we're as stocked up as we can be. The problem is that we're still buying now, even though my lot's completely filled up here, because after this money is here, which is seemingly right now, we won't be able to buy any more cars. So we'll be done buying for probably the better part of a month. So what we have right here is what I can sell, and there's not going to be any more. So once I sell through all these cars, we'll have to just wait probably 2 weeks after we actually empty the whole lot. Make sure you subscribe and keep track, because I'm going to get to actually show you an empty lot here in a couple weeks. If you've watched any of our stuff for the last couple of years, you see it happens every single year. We know what's coming. We try to prepare as best we can. This year was kind of tough for us to load up because we had such a good January. But anyway, we're running through this, and we won't be able to buy a lot of cars here in the near future, meaning probably not going to be a lot of work for us. So hopefully I'll be able to make some more videos for you. But this is, just keep in mind what this looks like right now, because when we put out a video, hopefully in about a week and a half, 2 weeks from now, it'll look completely different than what it looks right now. So one thing I can tell you we've been buying a lot of lately. I don't know if it's just been that there have been more showing up at auction, if the prices on this particular kind of car has been dropping, but Subarus. I mean, not just the Outbacks, have been buying Foresters. I've got more Subarus that I own right now than I've ever owned at one period in my life. But this is a 2007. And we paid $2,000 for this thing at auction. We got our buyer fee that we paid to the auction to be able to buy at the auction of $250. We'll probably have to fix a little bit in it, but right now as it sits, we've got $2,250 in it. Probably have $2,300, maybe if we have to fix a little bit more, maybe $2,500 in this car. But it's probably going to be a $3,500. If we have to fix anything in it, maybe $4,000 car, but it should be no problem for us to sell that thing for $3,500. And Subaru is one of the brands lately that I won't say I like it more. I still like it. I've always liked Subaru. It's been in my like top 5 brands I like to buy, but usually it's been, okay, the things I like to buy Lexus, I like to buy Toyota, I like to buy Honda, and those have been my top. But lately, there's been 2 brands that have really jumped into that spectrum of cars that I really like to buy a lot, and I think we sell really well. Because you got to think, I'm not in those top brands that I like to have in my car a lot. I can't just think about the ones that I think are the most reliable. That would be Toyota and Honda, right? But I also have to think, because I'm running a business here, what are the cars that I'm able to sell the quickest and to be able to make the most money, and then also want to put my name behind them. And Subaru, I mean, here's another one right here sitting in front of me, has been that brand that's really jumped in there. And then the other one's been Mazda. Mazda has been one of the brands we've been able to buy quite a bit, and we sell it really quickly. So it might be that, yeah, my favorite brand is Toyota to have on my lot for the reliability and everything, but that's not actually the best brand that we sell. I would say that Lexus is probably the #1 brand that I can make the most money off of and sell the quickest. And then it might be Subaru right after there. And Toyota drops, they're probably even behind Mazda on that level of how fast we can sell, just because the prices that we have to pay for Toyotas are a little bit higher at auction, because a lot of the other car dealers, they know the same thing that I do, that Toyotas are very reliable, and when they sell them, they're probably not going to have issues after the fact, and you can make customers that come back to you if you sell them a nice Toyota that's going to last them for a long time. And then when they know that their family member needs a car, they're like, all right, well, I bought this Toyota Camry from Brandon's lot, and it's still running great, and I got a good price for it. You should go buy from there. Toyotas do that for a small car dealership, while maybe Subarus, Mazdas aren't as reliable as those Toyotas, but I don't know if it's the look of a Mazda, I don't know if it's the look of the Subaru, but they do seem right now to sell better on my car dealership than Toyotas do. And here's one right here. I don't know why, but people love like this old body style RAV4. They're really good cars. They're really reliable. I get that, but I think they're kind of ugly. I like the newer RAV4s, but these older ones, they just don't look good to me. This is a 2003, and we paid $2,400 for it at the auction. Got a $250 buyer fee. We got like $2,663 in it after we've done a little bit of fixing to it. And we've got it marked, you see, for $4,000. So that's just to give you kind of a price range of what we're trying to make on each and every car. Our average is typically like right around $1,200. But around tax time, we'll do our initial, let me go back. The way that we do our pricing here is when we first initially buy a car, we try to hit a home run on it. So if we've got something that we've got like $2,000 in, we'll price it at like $3,500 and try to make $1,500 on it. That's a home run for us. A lot of other car dealers, home runs for them are $3,000, $4,000. Not here. We price our stuff off how much we pay for it, and home run for me is $1,500. That's about where we want to be at when we're trying to make the most amount on our vehicle. And then usually when 2 weeks go by, I'm trying to get you out of the wind here. When 2 weeks go by, what we'll do is we'll mark it down by $500. If we don't sell it, another 2 weeks go by, we'll mark it down by $500 and go on, so on and so forth. That's how we typically do our pricing model. Now, right now, when we're stacking up for tax time, what we'll end up doing is we'll stop doing our price cuts, because we know that whenever we sell these cars, we're not going to be able to replace them. So we don't want to go during this time period. Even if we have a car that lasts more than 2 weeks, we know we're still going to be able to sell it and hit that home run on that vehicle. And just to show you, what was that, like $1,400, $1,300 something dollars that we're going to make on that car. But I think we've had it more than 2 weeks. But we're not going to cut the price, because as the tax money starts rolling in, we're going to be able to sell through all this inventory. And I don't want to be put in a place where I'm cutting a bunch of stuff by $500 when I can absolutely sell it very quickly. That's just not a good decision on my part, especially when we can't replace this inventory after the fact. Yeah, and there was one more thing I want to say about this RAV4. It's got 190 something thousand miles on it. I know for a lot of you that might seem like crazy miles, especially if you're like in somewhere that there's rust. Here in central North Carolina, we don't get we don't do salt on the roads. We don't have to deal with any kind of rust on our frames, so a frame like that can look absolutely brand new and the cars don't disintegrate. So most of the cars that I actually stock here at my car dealership, to be at that $5,000 and under range, they have to be higher mileage vehicles. So where we'll live is somewhere in between 150 to like 225,000 miles is about our average. Now we get some cars in every once in a while that's a lot lower than that. We actually just got this Saturn in, looked at my sheet, and it's only got 86,000 miles. Now it's a Saturn. Say what you will about Saturn. I don't like Saturns, but cheaper cars. They were made to be cheaper cars. So every once in a while we can buy something like that that's got really low mileage on it for what it is. But you got to think about also the years of these cars that I'm buying, like this Lexus right here. They're older cars, so when they get to be 20 years old, they're going to have 150, 180, 200,000 miles on them. That's the kind of stuff that I stock here at my my dealership, because we have to be at that price point. If we kept low mileage stuff that was only 5, maybe even only 10 years old, then we'd have to be a car dealership that sold stuff that's $15,000 and under. And that's not the niche. That's not the market base that I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to sell products to people who don't want to go into debt on vehicles and want to own the car outright, so they're not going to get it repoed. And there's some people out there that just don't want payments. If they don't want payments, but they don't have a lot of money, what are they going to do? Well, they got to buy a $3,000, $3,500 car, and they just take care of it. And then when it blows up, what do? They go buy another $3,000, $3,500 car, and they don't want car payments. And that's what a lot of what I would interpret as a lot of wise people would do. But most people aren't in that camp. We know that 83+% of people right now, they want car loans. And what's the average car loan payment right now? It's like $550. So you buy a $3,500 car, and if it lasts more than 7 months, well, you're making money at that point, right? All right, so here's one that's interesting. We got the hood up, we're doing a little work to it, but if you watch any of our other channels, you see some of the auction videos that I show. And it's rare that I show you vehicles that I'm actually buying, because usually I'm not the one buying vehicles at the auction. It's Alex, my mechanic, and I'm out filming stuff at auction, and he's working doing the other stuff. But this is one that I actually bought at the auction and showed the footage of it. But this is a 1997 S10. It's got 187,000 miles on it, and I paid $2,300 for it. I might have paid too much for it. It's a little bit rough, but the simple fact that it's a truck, and we almost never have trucks that we can sell for $5,000 and under, especially when people are getting tax refunds. I want to have a truck just for somebody who wants to buy a truck for $4,000 and can't find one anywhere else. Well, guess what? They can find one here, and it might not last very long, but I want to at least be able to offer that when I have the ability to. And that truck going through the auction and being that cheap, that's how I was able to buy it. So we got 23 whatever in it. No, we got 23 plus $315 buyer fee, so I got 28.60 after whatever we fixed, and I think they're going to throw a new battery in it too. So let's go back to the price here. 26.28. We'll probably have right at $2,700 in it. Yeah, we'll sell it for $4,000. No problem. Should be, as long as it drives great and it seems good, which they've already got it inspected, and I think everything else is good on it. Just needs a battery. But we should be absolutely fine in that. We're gonna make $1,300, and somebody's gonna get a truck for $4,000. A small truck, but a truck nonetheless for $4,000, and you just can't find that anywhere else. So I just want to go over a few questions that I get very frequently. One is, well, where's your dealership? Why don't you advertise? Can you tell me where your dealership is? I get emails almost every day. Hey, can you just send me a link to your website? I don't give that stuff out. So I'm on YouTube here to show you what's going on in the car market, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you good advice that you can follow. And if you feel like I'm trying to peddle this $4,000, what is this, Chevy Malibu, I think it is, to you while I'm giving you this information, you're not going to be able to take that information and go use it, because you're just going to think I'm just some shady used car dealer trying to sell you a car on YouTube. I'm not trying to do that. Two, they found our dealership. You know where our website, you've seen our website, you've called us. Do you ship cars? Will you ship me a car? No, I'm not going to ship you a car. It's a $3,500 car. You need to drive it before. I tell every customer that walks into our doors, you have to test drive a car before you purchase it. You need to know what's going on with that car. And we even take it a step further, say, okay, we recommend that you take it to your mechanic before you purchase this vehicle. We have lots and lots and lots of cars out here. We have over 100 in our inventory right now. And Alex, my mechanic, he's one person. We've got somebody else that's here. His name's Andrew, and he drives a lot of our cars to check them out too. Nate, my sales manager, will drive the car before he takes pictures of it to actually put it online. Even with all that, we go through hundreds of cars each and every month. We're going to miss something. I want you to be able to check out the car before you buy it. So no, I'm not going to just ship you a car and you send me $3,500. I'm not going to do it. But Brandon, your business would be so much bigger if you would advertise and let us come buy cars. You can find me. You just got to do a little work. And I can tell you this one other thing. If you think you found my dealership and you used AI to do it, it's probably not my dealership. I actually have there's a dealer that's in a couple cities over from us that has the same name as mine. His name's Brandon, with a different last name, but he constantly gets calls asking to speak to Brandon from YouTube, or trying to buy a car from them because they want to buy a car from Brandon from YouTube. AI has not got me nailed down. They keep sending you to the wrong dealership. So do a little research, look at the actual cars that you're looking at if you want to find my dealership. It's not that I'm trying to hide it from you. I'm just not making it to where this is a sales board for my dealership. I'm not trying to sell you a car when I'm making a YouTube video. That's the thing. I'm not trying to hide the dealership. No, I'm not fake because I won't give the dealership out. That's one of the funniest comments that I get all the time. Well, you're not showing your dealership name, so you must be fake, right? Yes, that's exactly what I did. I put 100 cars out here. I bought a bunch of these stick-on stickers. I'm renting this lot just so I can make these silly YouTube videos. That's exactly what we're doing. Just use your brains. And look, I know I'm venting a little bit, but I want to share with you what I have to go through. Those are the things that I need you to know about, and I want to say I'm not trying to hide from you. I'm not trying to make it to where you can't buy a car from me. I'm just not trying to be a sleazy car dealer on YouTube trying to sell you a product when I'm also trying to give you information. That's all. I love you guys. Thank you. Subscribe, do all the things with the notifications and the likes and the comments, and thank you. You're the reason why I'm here.